Yo guys, slyroh here. Today we're back playing some more Digimon Survive. When the last time we fought a Cyclonemon on a bridge and Rio fell off, he fell off physically at the bridge, but he's also kind of fallen off mentally. He is going through some things, but Haru helped save him in some vague way that I don't completely understand. It doesn't really matter though. All we know is that they're fine physically, and we have caught up to Rio, and just to see if we can sort of save him from, I don't know, himself, I guess. So yeah, let's go ahead and just see what happens with the story as we continue to move forward. Yeah, I found them. They're both okay. Haru. Oh, what a relief. It's like your face is a mess from all those tears. So glad we found them, though. Yes, and now we must make haste. The fog is starting to spread. Oh no, not the fog. Hey, call me crazy, but is Rio running into the fog? Oh gosh. What? Mommy, oh my gosh. Alright, actually, I was like, the voice actor did a really good job of just portraying a crazy Rio. Rio, it doesn't sound like he's doing too well. Yeah, I thought I heard him laughing. You thought? Oh no, guys, this is not looking good. The fog is getting real dense. You're right, this is bad. Rio, Haru, you're both in danger. Get over here, quick. What's that? Looking to where Ali is pointing, I see a black shadow. Am I seeing things? It looked like some sort of tentacle came out of that shadow. Oh! It's heading straight for Rio. Okay. I feel like we've seen this before. Wasn't this in the intro or something? Oh man, oh man, oh man. That thing looks like real bad news. Riz and Tumble, do we help? I mean, it's risky, but yeah. But I mean, if we're gonna go for it, let's at least go with confidence. Oh no! Takuma, stop! Takuma, there's anything we can do? No, not a thing. That's just how it works. But no! Rio, what's wrong with you? Get out of there! Rio, you need to run! Rio, why? Why don't you run? I think he's saying something. Oh right, because he was like hallucinating. I finally get to see you again, Mommy. And I'll always be together. Please don't leave me again. Oh, she turned into a void. What? I hate when that happens. Better run. Oh. He gone. Oh, is he just like dead? Oh boy. The fog, it took him. It made sounds that insinuated that he died. I don't know if there's anything that we could have done to save him? Interesting. Yeah, if anybody in the comments knows if there was something that I could have done to save him, I do know that, so I could be wrong. I mean, there might be a twist that, like, Rio's fine. I have no idea. I do know that characters can die in this game, and I do think that it's based on your choices. It's one of those that, your choices, you don't really know exactly how they affect things, but it will sort of affect the story. I'm not mad about this happening or whatever. I don't really care all that much, because I do think that's a pretty neat concept, especially like when you're first time through, you don't know which choices affect what. So that is fine, but I am interested was there something I could have done to save him, or does this always happen? I don't know. Interesting to know. If anybody knows, please let me know. And I guess that kind of sucks that now we're just going to be stuck with like a Kunemon that, like, my thing is would there have been a chance that Rio stuck around so that way Kunemon could get like like one of those talk bonus actions in combat, could have gotten his Digivolutions? Like, will he still get them? I have no idea. So, we'll see. But the fog took Rio. What? That's horrible. No way, I can't believe this. No. Oh, it's Kunemon. I didn't see him there next to Haru. Somehow, in a way that I don't fully understand. I can tell like Kunemon is sad. Oh, does he just disappear? No, we're gonna lose Kunemon? No! Wait, now I'm sad. No! Not Kunemon too? No! He's disappearing. No! Oh, no. This game sucks. Why would you do this? It can't be. Kunemon's disappearing. No! Oh, that's so annoying. I mean, Kunemon wasn't really doing anything in combat anyway, but like... no, that's sad. I really like Kunemon. Wait, hold on, Ryu has to still be there, right? Who's gonna chirp in and just go QQ like, you know, every so often? I'm gonna miss that. No. What, Miyuki? Why is she shaking her head like that? Is she telling me I should give up? Takuma, Haru. What happened to Ryo was he gave up on himself. So if you just sort of give up, then that's kind of what happens. You die if you stop believing. So this world consumed him. Okay. Even after the fog lifted and the shadows vanished, there was still no sign of Ryo. I'm not really sure about what Haru meant by what he told me, but I do know one thing for certain. I won't give up. Ryo is dead. Okay, I mean, that is as clear-cut explanation as the game is going to give me. That Ryo is gone. Kunamon is gone off the team. I'm way more sad for Kunamon to go. Mostly because, like, Ryo giving up and Ryo... You know what? I'm actually going to give the game props, finally, for a storytelling thing. Ryo has very consistently been a type of character, and he very clearly went from the place that he started into the place that he ended in a way that made sense for the story, that made sense for his character. Nothing was, like, twisted or, like, thrown, like a random... that didn't make sense. Everything that happened with Ryo's character makes sense, and I think it was a well-told story, even if there were decisions that maybe we could have made to help save him. I don't know. But props for writing a character. Okay, you know, it was solid. But I guess Ryo's gone now, and it is what it is. In like a couple chapters from now, I'm probably going to forget that he ever even existed. Oh gosh. I mean, that sounds so horrible, but I mean, it's probably not wrong. After all that, Shuji eventually got us to calm down, and we returned to the school. Shuji, I doubt Shuji did any of that. Shuji freaks out more than anybody. Leave it to Shuji to step in a situation like that and get us all back safely. Kaito was next to recover. He was all ready to go to the amusement park and find Miyu. But the rest of us managed to convince him to come back to the school instead. I'm surprised that we were able to do that. Shuji made the case that we could search more effectively after we regrouped. And after seeing what happened to Ryo, even Kaito must have realized the need for caution. Everyone else was pretty upset and shaken from having witnessed Ryo's death. It was dark by the time we got back, and we were exhausted. Nobody bothered with dinner. Now I'm worried that, like, whatever choices I'm making aren't good enough, and I'm just gonna kill, like, everybody here. Which would be really funny, and it would make for a very interesting playthrough, but, like, oh gosh, am I gonna kill everybody? The others seemed to collapse into sleep, though I found that impossible. My mind kept coming back to the same thought. Sure, there must have been something more that I could have done. That is something that I thought about. Maybe if we'd all worked together, or if I'd been more determined, or... When Ryo was in trouble, if only we had... I mean, we had determination. Maybe cooperation? Maybe we didn't work, like, good enough together? I don't know. Maybe if we'd all found a way to communicate and work together, we could have saved him. No, it wouldn't have mattered. Even if we'd been able to do something, Agumon and the others were frozen with fear. So did we not have the determination? It's starting to get cold. If I stay like this, I'll probably end up getting sick. Even if I can't sleep, maybe I should just lie down for a while. Dang. I also think this is a neat concept for a Digimon story with kids that go to another world where, like, their lives are actually at risk, and you can sort of see the repercussions of them dealing with seeing someone around them, like, die. Because, like, again, like, my main experiences with, like, Digimon Adventure, like, 1, Digimon Adventure 2, where, like, the kids' lives are, like, never really in danger. Like, you know, obviously they might try and make it seem like at some points, like, oh, they're in danger, but, like, they're never really going to die, you know what I mean? And, like, they're not really going to have to deal with the consequences of, like, one of the other main characters, like, dying. And so, there was always just sort of this, like, you know, it's geared more towards, like, a younger audience, to where, you know, it can still be enjoyed by all ages, but it's not going to tackle as dark of themes as, like, it could for a series that is set in a different world where, you know, there are dangerous creatures everywhere. So it's a very interesting take that they decided to take this dark turn in a story like this, where, you know, a group of kids are in another world, and, you know, something happened to one of them, and now they have to deal with it, and it's crazy. I don't know, it's very cool. I wish that the rest of this game was better, because I feel like a lot of the core ideas of this game are really, really interesting and unique as well. Like, I as far as I know, there hasn't really been anything like this done anywhere else in like Digimon's like history. But I don't know. All right, I think that sounds like Agumon. Takuma? Yeah, what's up, bud? Agumon? Takuma, are you alright? You seem kind of out of it. I wonder why. I've been thinking about Rio. Okay. There must have been something we could have done to save him. Maybe if we'd started earlier. I knew. When he couldn't open up the Kudamon, when he got so scared of the Kugumon, how he acted in that classroom, on the trail, or even just walking with him, it was clear. I knew he was struggling, but I didn't help him. I just let him suffer. What do you think might have changed things, Takuma? I just wish he'd talked with us, he'd faced his fear. I mean, honestly. I wish he really had been able to conquer some of his fears. If he hadn't been so afraid, if he had the courage to face up to things, he would have been able to find a place for himself here. But it's not like I've got all the answers. Who knows if what I did was right, or what I should have done differently. Not me, that's for sure. Takuma, I can tell that you're hurting. Here, Agumon, I hurt so much. What's worse is that, even after losing Rio, there's no clear way out of this. Our Digimon is still after us, and maybe that amusement park is crawling with enemies. Plus, we have been transported to some other world. Is there even a way back? I don't know, I just don't know. What are we even supposed to do? Takuma. These are all questions that are very solid. Takuma, listen, I may not know much, but I do know one very important thing. It's that if you try Takuma, you can do anything. Whether you team up with the others or just blindly press on, in the end, you'll succeed. How does this come from? I'm not that special. There you are, Takuma, I know it. And I believe in you. Agumon. Alright. Thanks. That actually makes me feel better. Maybe now I'll be able to get some sleep. Really? Then I'm glad. Good night, Agumon. Good night, Takuma. Alright, wow. I mean, this has got to be like the end of part 3, right? Like, you can't end this any other way, right? Yeah, okay. I was about to say. Alright, we're in part 4 now. I don't know how many parts there are. I might look that up at some point, just so I get a general grasp as to how long this game is. And, like, our progress as we go down it. But, oh boy, what is this? Okay, so there's our Digimon. Did find the human children, but you see, my service all proved so incompetent. Ooh, I don't know who this is. We allowed them to escape. Clearly, you lack sufficient devotion to our master. No, it wasn't my fault. I would never. Next time I'll get them for sure. I'll capture all those human children and offer them up to our master without fail. Sure you will. Yet the altar was prepared. Did you not perform a sacrifice? Have you not only let the children escape, but also failed to provide an offering? Oh, well, actually, that wasn't me. Someone must have beaten me to the punch. Yet you did not confirm who this was, or if, indeed, they made this sacrifice. I did not, but several children still remain. Next time, they won't be so lucky. You're not up to this task on your own. I could always have Mega Seadramon help you. Dude, I love Mega Seadramon. No doubt he would be similarly motivated to prove his devotion to our master. Ooh, Manzamon. First, let me try. No, I assure you, I'm quite up to the task. I won't be needing any help from Manzamon or Mega Seadramon. Those children will not escape me a second time. You'll see. Out of my way. Hear me, how crass. Oh, Garurumon. Tell me, Garurumon, what brings an outsider like yourself to speak with us? I heard those traitors who got strong by teaming up with the humans have turned on us. Ooh. Oh, and what of it? Just what I've been waiting for. I'm gonna crush them all. Love Garurumon as well. If as a brute force will help you accomplish anything, you're such an idiot. What, are you still up to your old tricks, refusing to fight your own battles? Ha. Looking like a true simpleton. Only a fool would insist on fighting their own battles. Well, you make me sick, every last one of you. Enough of this. Hey, she started it. This gets us nowhere, and I see no need for cooperation. Do as you wish. And if I do anything else, so long. Alright, well, what a surprise. He shows up, picks a fight, and leaves. You sure we can trust him? Skills are undeniable, and he holds a grudge against human children. That's clear. More importantly, heed my words, Digimon. Our master will not tolerate any more failure. I'm well aware of that. Who do you take me for? So long as you know, there will be no more second chances. Remember, it's not just Manzamon and Mega Seadramon here. There are countless others who could take your place. Ooh. Alright, so we've gotten a sneak peek at some sort of, like, evil organization type thing. If you need help, just ask. So it isn't just, like, Arukenimon or whatever, and, like, it's not just her with, like, a devotional master. There's, like, a whole organization behind this. So that is good to know. We're probably gonna have to bring down this whole organization. This is so infuriating. Those little brats do this to me. Well, alright then. They can just wait and see. Yes, we shall. Can't wait to beat you up again. Stop, no, not that way. Rio, come back. Rio. Bad dreams. Yeah. Oh, it was just a dream. I woke up from a nightmare this morning drenched in sweat, my hands still shaking. It's not surprising, I had a lot on my mind last night and sleep did not come easy. Not after watching Rio die in front of us yesterday. But beyond the terror of watching someone die for the first time, seeing the strange tentacle reach out and grab him was just awful. Just thinking back on it now sends a shiver down my spine. But I shouldn't let myself dwell on it, not after how Agumon cheered me up last night. Oh, wait, where is Agumon? And everyone else for that matter. Not here. Maybe they're in the dining hall or whatever, kitchen, getting some food. Nobody else is here. Am I the last one up? Then all the more reason to get moving. We need to figure out what comes next. Not too late, so maybe the others are still in the cafeteria. I better go see. See, I know how this works. You get up, you go get some food. That's how I am, anyway. Good morning, Kaito, Dracmon. Finally up, are you? Seems pretty mad. Has he been waiting for me to wake up this whole time? Sorry I woke up so late. I had a hard time getting to sleep. Yeah, whatever. I'm sure you were exhausted. So where's everybody else? Actually, I know. You're the only one who's shown up. Wait, really? I thought for sure they'd have all been here by now. Where's everybody? All over the place, apparently, and looking pretty upset. They did see that friend of yours get taken into the fog right in front of them. I'm sure that's bothering all of them as much as it is you. That's a good point. His death didn't just come as a shock to me. It's been on everyone's mind. They don't need to process what happened. We should probably give them some time. We don't have any time to give. We need to get out there to save Miu. True, but with that strange fog, everyone's nervous. All the more reason we should move fast. Miu's in trouble. It's not just the fog. There are monsters after her. That's right. Arukenimon, that spider monster, said something about a sacrifice. She was really strong, too. If there are lots of other things like her out there. Yeah, this is why I wanted to find Miu yesterday. Should never let you talk me out of it. I never should have taken my eyes off her in the first place. Kaito, calm down. Yes, listen to Takuma. Shut up. Don't tell me to calm down. My sister's life is on the line. It's not like I forgot, but you getting mad isn't gonna help anything. You know what's gonna help? Arguing while waiting for help that's not coming. I'm gonna look for Miu on my own. Kaito, wait. It's too dangerous for you to go by yourself. We all need to stick together. Yeah, especially so, like, Kaito was, like, talked into coming back, and then he just goes out anyway. It's just, like, if he was gonna do that, I feel like he should have just, like, went anyway. I agree. I don't want you putting yourself in danger. Come on. Alright, fine. That's a relief. We managed to get through to him for once. Only waiting around until noon. After that, I'm going. What? I mean, yeah, fair. Like, how long do you want him to just, like, wait for, like, his sister? Like, I feel like, at least right now, talking about, we'll get other people's perspective on it as well. But, like, I don't know. If someone close to me was just, like, out there, and, like, it was also my fault, like, I took my eyes off them, and then they're just, like, you know, missing. Like, I would want to go after them, like, immediately. And just, like, waiting around, like, not doing anything about it, like, yeah, that would make me mad. So I 100% understand where Kaito's coming from, even if he doesn't always, like, if he's not, like, saying things, like, in the most articulate way or whatever. But, like, I understand where he's coming from, and, like, everybody else being like, oh, well, why don't we just wait and think about it and talk about it? It's just like, no, his sister is out there, like, possibly in danger. Like, go after her. I'll wait here till noon, then I'm looking for Miu no matter what anyone says. I'll go alone if I have to. You can be such an idiot sometimes. You know I'll be with you if it comes to that. Hey, who you calling an idiot? You, obviously. Who else would I be talking about? Dracmon the goat. You probably got some stupid idea about not putting anyone else in danger, don't you? You're trying to do everything by yourself. What do you think I'm here for? You really feel that way? Alright, sorry about that. Dracmon seems genuinely concerned for Kaito. And Kaito does actually seem to listen to Dracmon in his own way. Might not look like it, but I think those two are actually pretty close. Let's talk about it. I guess this means you better round everyone up. I need to keep an eye on Kaito to make sure he doesn't take off early. Got it. I'll go tell the others. Or I'll go get the others. Let's see. I've got until noon. Oh no, that's hardly any time. I need to get everyone here quick. We'll round them up. Alright, we got some free actions. Let's go. Cool. And we are around the school. I guess I can go just about anywhere. So everybody's here. Oh wait, so I'm curious. Okay, I can go. Oh yeah, wow, I can go like to the forest area and stuff as well if I wanted to. do just a free battle. Okay. And I already don't care about recruiting Digimon. I mean, maybe I'll do a free battle if I get a new area or something like that, but if I feel like I need the experience. But let's go ahead and start rounding people up. We have 11 moves, which means it's probably going to take a while. So I'm probably not going to get to it all by the end of this episode, but that's okay. Talking about last night was awful, wasn't it? Yeah. First Professor, now Rio. We faced lots of dangers since we came to this world, but for people to actually die, I'm reminded once again how much more dangerous this place is than I thought. How are we supposed to get out of here? How are we supposed to survive? Takuma, are you alright? What? No, sorry, I shouldn't get so down after how you chewed me up last night. That's okay, I'm still a little surprised myself. Surprised? About what? About Rio. I can't believe what happened to that human child. That happened to you, Takuma. I don't know what I would have done. Probably disappear the way Kunamon did. Yeah, same here. After all, it wasn't just Rio who disappeared, and Kunamon went with him. I feel bad for Kunamon, too. Rio never seemed to understand what Kunamon was thinking. But I know Kunamon was concerned for Rio. Why did it have to end like that? Now Kunamon doesn't even have Rio. Human children are special to Agumon and the others somehow, right? But even so, the thought of disappearing must be terrifying, even to them. So it makes sense that Agumon would be upset by what happened to Rio and Kunamon. Well, I'm not going to abandon you, Agumon. Aw, Agumon. Nice thing to say. Looks like this time it was your turn to cheer me up. Thanks to you, I feel a lot better. Well, I'm glad. I could at least cheer you up. I'm pretty sure everyone else is still upset. And I'll just have to fix that. Oh, how? Well, I'm not sure. Cool stuff. Is there anything you think I can do? What might Agumon be able to do to cheer people up? Maybe if he went and talked with everyone like we're doing right now? It might help make things easier to deal with. And again, I'm sure they're all in pain. Maybe they'd prefer to be left alone. I'm not sure. I mean, alright, so this probably isn't going to be how the game interprets it, but I would say talk with people, and then if they're like, hey, I want some space, leave me alone, then give them space afterwards, but you're not going to know that unless you ask somebody. So, I'm going to say that, but, like, I don't think the game is going to take it for what I mean. No, you're a surprisingly good listener. Maybe you could talk to everyone? Oh, yeah. I think they probably all had a conversation like we just did already. No, Sakamon, Aoya's Labramon, and the same goes for everybody else. I hadn't thought of that, although I am a little worried about Shuji and Lopmon. Yeah. So how about this? Why not do something for those like you like them to do for you? I've been thinking, that gives me an idea. I should go look around that one spot. It sounds like he's muttering to himself about something. I'll be right back, Takuma. Wait, where are you going? Don't worry about it, bye! It's a secret! Oh, he went right over there. Well, if he says he'll be back in the cafeteria by noon, okay? Otherwise, Kaito might go off looking for meal on his own. Got it. Alright, now he disappeared. Cool stuff. Alright, so we still got people there. And we didn't even use up a move for that. Yeah, I'm just gonna go to, like, each room one at a time. Agumon, where did he go? I wonder. And I guess I can look around the room to see. So there's something here. Should I check with the camera? Yeah, why not? Camera. Yeah, get, like, an item or something. Might as well. Amulet Acorn. Sure. I should probably look at the status stuff at some point. Alright, so there's nothing... Oops, there's nothing else. Looks like just Shuji. Alright, we'll talk to Shuji. Oh, this is all my fault. I've only been able to keep it together. Shuji. Ah! Oh, talking about sorry, I was just talking to myself. No, I feel like I should be the one to apologize. I didn't mean to scare you. How you doing? Shuji, you look like you're in so much pain all the time. I'm worried about you. Shut up, what do you know? Not only was I thrown into some strange new world, I watched someone die in front of me. Sorry, I only meant exactly the kind of thing the professor trusted me to keep from happening. If I had my act together, Rio would still be here. I've completely failed the professor. Yeah, I can see why you'd feel that way, but you shouldn't blame yourself. Despite the fact that Takuma was literally doing that last night as well. So, like, I mean, whether it's right or wrong, it is a very natural thing for everybody to be doing, is blaming themselves about what they could have done differently. What happened to the two of them wasn't your fault. No, it is my fault. I'm the oldest, I'm the one who's supposed to be the leader. My job to keep everyone safe. How am I supposed to apologize to Rio's parents? It really feels like he's responsible for what happened. But it's not like he's solely to blame for it. None of it was his fault. I'll apologize too. Well, I'm not sure what you should say, but I'll be there to apologize with you. After all, when it comes to what happened with Rio, I'm at least as responsible as you were. Thanks, but you shouldn't have to feel that way. I really am a terrible leader, aren't I? No, you're not. You're doing the best you can. I think that's what counts. Well, who asked you? I really hope at some point he maybe, like, stops being an absolute jerk to Lopmon. I don't know. That's like is it the bare minimum I can ask for? Anyway, sorry, would you mind giving me a little more time of my own? Are you sure? I could use some time to think. Alright. Shuji. Shuji's not taking this well, and his own strong sense of responsibility isn't helping. It's best if I just leave him alone for a while. Okay. And I can't even talk to Lopmon. Oh, so sad. Alright, well, back to the map we go. Next place down. Or we can go back to the corridor. Wow, there's a bunch of stuff happening in the classroom. I mean, I assume the game gives me enough time to talk to everybody, so we'll see. Yeah, Agumon isn't here. Let's see. I don't think there's anything on the blackboard, right? Name, trace of chalk, date, name, yeah, okay. So, nothing here. We can talk to Aoi, we can talk to Saki. Talk to Aoi first. I couldn't stop them. Hey, don't be so hard on yourself. There's nothing you could have done. But I could tell. I knew there was something wrong with Ryo. Oh, why couldn't I help him? Sounds like Aoi's blaming herself. In all seriously, she takes things. She regrets not doing more. I've been crying all morning. It's hard to watch. She feels guilty about what happened to Ryo, probably because she's so responsible. Oh, okay, like she's a responsible person. I thought it was saying like, yeah, she should feel guilty because she's solely responsible for what happened. Okay, I I interpreted that wrong, but yeah, she's a responsible person. Therefore, she feels guilty. Yeah. I think Labmon's probably right that there was nothing she could have done. But I can also understand how Aoi could feel regret at not being able to do more. We're all responsible. Wasn't just you, Aoi. We all could have done more to help support Ryo. I mean, I couldn't do anything either. Takuma. Yeah, I think maybe you're right. After all, even I didn't realize Ryo was that far gone. So there's no reason for you to take all the blame, Aoi. Takuma, Saki, Aoi, please stop crying like that. It's just you're both being so thoughtful while I've only been thinking about myself. Please, Aoi, cheer up. I'm the worst. I wish I do. I don't know how to comfort her. And if I can't get everyone to the cafeteria soon, Kaito could go off on his own. Man, I don't know what to do. Some good you are at making people feel better. Aoi still won't stop crying. Yeah, sorry, I couldn't think of the right thing to say. Well, I doubt there's anything you can say that'd get through to her now. What makes you say that? Because I don't think Aoi's looking for someone to say the right thing. What's that supposed to mean? Is this a girl thing, or is Saki speaking from her own experience? Either way, Saki sure does show a lot of consideration for someone so free-spirited. I don't know. I didn't think you cared about what other people thought, but you sure paid close attention. You think so? I feel like this is pretty normal. I don't know, look at how you're thinking of Aoi even after everything that happened. Yeah, he's right. Maybe it's just when I see someone who's sad, it helps me realize I need to stay calm. You say so. Anyway, I'll stay here with Aoi. Let me handle this. Labmon and I will be here too. Okay. Alright, Aoi, dry those tears. Saki, It wasn't your fault, Aoi. You didn't do anything wrong. But there's nothing anyone could have done back there. I wanted to help too. We all did. It's nice that the girls can comfort each other like this. I'm really glad Saki's here right now. Yeah, Saki's pretty cool, for the most part. I generally don't have any issues with her. Let's go ahead and I guess we'll talk with her some more. One night just isn't enough to put something like that behind you, is it? Yeah, I'm still pretty upset about the whole thing too. We all watched as one of us disappeared. The shock of that moment was unbelievable. Ryo was a pretty twisted guy. He was always really grumpy, insulting, and uncooperative. That doesn't make it okay that he's gone. Besides, I knew what his real problem was. He never knew how to express himself. I guess that side of him kind of reminded me of myself. That's why I stuck by him. Never understood why Saki, who's so cheerful and outgoing, was always with Ryo. But I think I get it now. She must have felt like they were two sides of the same coin. Not that I could have ever seen it. He was always so lonely. That's why he acted the way he did. That's right, people can be like that, can't they? You can see it too, Floramon? No, not at all. What? But I know that you're really nice, Saki. I know that better than anyone. Nice, huh? Don't you think too, Takuma? Saki seems nice enough to me, but she can be pretty blunt sometimes. I feel like I still don't know her all that well. I mean, sure. I feel like people would like to be told that they're nice. I don't know. Yeah, I'm sure you're nice enough. What kind of non-answer is that? I hope you know that Saki's very nice. Yeah, when I clicked that, I didn't know that Takuma was going to be like, yeah, I guess so. You're kind of nicer or whatever. Yeah, sure, but I don't know. I feel like there's more to it than that. What's that supposed to mean? I'm not sure how to best to say it. Like, you clearly understand Ryo really well. Like you said before, you may not come out and say it, but you care about people. So that's how you feel about me. Alright, good enough. It was a good enough answer. Kinda happy about that. Thanks, Takuma. What? Oh, sure. Well, Takuma, your face turning red. You feeling shy? Maybe a little nervous? No, why would I be nervous? You know, I think talking with you helped me feel a little better. Thanks, Takuma. No problem. Okay, well, we've reached 30 minutes. I think I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up this episode here, and we will, I guess probably use up the rest of free time and probably go out towards searching for Meal next time. So that is the plan. Hopefully y'all are excited about that. And so let me know, and I will see you next time. So till then, peace out.